Okay, it's Thursday. We're gonna finally get started here. All we're doing is a work day today. Um, Work days always scare me more than normal days. You'd think work days would be, I wouldn't be worried because I just have to wander around and do nothing all day. I don't have to do a lecture or talk to you about anything. But it always scares me because you can ask me any sort of question and I'm supposed to know the answer to it on this sort of stuff. And lectures I know what I'm going to talk about. I can make sure I've looked at that stuff. So this is always interesting because it is a little more scary for me. But certainly ask questions and call me over, and I'll try to have all the answers when you get stuck with something. Let's just make sure we're clear on this project. Um, I haven't had a chance to go through the sprint ones, but hopefully you submitted a description and then a basic UI for your project. For online people, I'll try to get those, or people aren't in class, I'll try to get those reviewed so you have some feedback. Hopefully today I should have time to do that stuff. And then we're moving on to sprint 2 here, which is to kind of flesh out the app, make sure we're bringing in the database or the data here, the back end sort of stuff a little bit more, getting everything set. So again, you've got choices on this. If we look at the project description here, you can either have a room SQL database, store it locally. You can be pulling from a web service through a RESTful API of some sort, or you can use Firebase storage or authentication. I would suggest you certainly focus on one or the other. If you use Firebase, probably just Firestore without authentication might be a good way to start this. We just don't have that much time to fill in everything else. And authentication requires a number of screens and stuff like that. If you want to add authentication and extra stuff, you might want to work with the AI to bring in some of that and help you with some of the login screens and things like that. So again, working on sprint 2 now, the demonstration. So on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday in class, we'll do demonstrations. So I think what we'll kind of do I don't know, round robin sort of stuff. We'll have you set up your app on your workstation and run it either on your emulator or on your phone or whatever you have there. And then we'll kind of go around and hear what you have to say about it there. What I think I'll do is divide the class in half and have half the class talk, go around, look, while the other half shows their stuff, and then we'll swap and do that sort of stuff there. Now, so that'll be your demonstration. If you are online students, we like you to submit a short video sharing your app here. Now, we also will want you to walk through a section of your code. So when someone comes to you, you want to just not only show the app, but then walk through your code. So we'll have maybe 10 minutes where you can walk through your code, bring up your code and walk. So if there's another student there or me there, you can explain the walkthrough. What I think I'll do is have another peer, another student there, and you'll walk that student through your code on there. And then I'll have a little form where we review where you can just say, how well the other person did on their walkthrough and that sort of stuff. So I can get some feedback on that stuff to see how you did. But in general, that'll be graded more pass fail. Did you attempt to walk and explain this? And again, online students should record a video walking students appear through some section of code. And again, not all your code I'm thinking, 20 lines, kind of a screen or two. So I'm thinking a method like maybe your view model and maybe something that feeds or your recycle viewer or something like that. Something that you want to explain that you can show people. So questions on that here? Yep.
Is it do it 10 a.m. So if we, like for like a walkthrough part, like do we submit at least like questions like 1 and 2?
Yeah, I just have 10 a.m. It's once class starts, I mean, that's just to tell you should be ready when class starts. Once class starts, I'm going to switch that to midnight that day. So you won't actually have to turn anything in until midnight, but that's a reminder that you should be coming to class ready to share. And you won't, I mean, yeah, it will actually won't be due until midnight that night. Okay. I just don't know how to say that very well.
So it's just sprint 1 and 2 aren't due till midnight 14, or that's just
Sprint 2 is due Sunday night.
okay.
So I mean, and again, I would hope that you'd have some sort of database set up there. You might not have it all working, but I guess I would like to have some commit from you to GitHub, and you just say, okay, I worked on this, I got this far on Sunday night, and then Tuesday, hopefully on Tuesday, we've got things basically working there. Sunday, you don't have to have everything working. I mean, I don't expect everything to be working. So, okay. Any other questions? Again, part of this is just to keep you working on it and not putting it all off to the end. So that's my goal. So.
It's not on the project, but are we still doing the exercise, the assignment, and quiz?
Oh. Oh, yeah, those shouldn't be there. Right, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, because those are from stuff. Okay, so we're deleting that. Sorry about I forget when I hide something here, the lesson, it still leaves the assignments visible. So yes, we will delete the assignment. Yes, so yeah, you should have nothing other than the project due this week. There, okay. Let me make sure, because sometimes even when I delete them there, they still are here. Okay, and the quiz. Yeah, so yes, none of that should be due. Thanks for catching that. Let's go to the quiz. Okay. Yes. So you shouldn't have anything other than the project. The only thing you should be worried about this week is the project. Sorry. All right. Any other questions? Okay.